Luke Tanaka here with Elmhurst men's basketball coach John Baines, and coach, a couple of real convincing road wins and against teams that have given you trouble in the past. So what's the difference with this group that they're able to come into those gyms at Carthage and Wheaton and to come out with convincing road victories?
Well, I think we, excuse me, our team is a lot better. Our players are from last year to this year have really progressed. You know, the thing that gave us problems with those teams in previous years is when they went small on us and really spread us out. And I think we've gotten a lot better at our team defense in terms of just rotating and extending ourselves out to the perimeter. So I think a lot of those issues defensively we've taken care of.
Against Carthage, you had to face Tony Pierce Jr., who came in at semester and has been averaging almost 20 points per game, and you limited him to just 3. So what's the game plan, and how did you execute it?
You know, he's a good player. You know, I think he benefited from the fact that not a lot of people had seen him play a lot, and so now you have some film on him, and you get a little bit better book on him. And Kyle and Peyton did a great job. They really put some pressure on him. I think he got frustrated, so we just did a good job on him, I thought.
Erik Leonard had a big game with 13 points, and he's had the ball in some pretty key situations for your team. How has he been able to build that trust with you and the coaching staff?
You know, Leo's playing like a starter. We've got a really good bench right now. They're playing really well. You know, we went to Buena Vista, and Pat Coleman had turned an ankle and really couldn't play. And Leo, I think, had 19 in that game. I think he's got a lot of confidence right now. He knows that if he's playing well, we stick with him, and he's shooting it really well right now too. That's really helping our second group.
Then in a win against Wheaton, your first win on the road in Wheaton since, I believe, 2009, and the defense really stepped up. At one point in the second half, a 17-0 run, you allowed Wheaton to just shoot just 17% in the second half. What was the key defensively?
Well, Wheaton always has run their passing game, and it really is hard for us because we like to get out in the passing lanes a little bit, and that's exactly what that offense is built to beat. So we've kind of always have had to change how we guard a little bit there, and we made some adjustments at halftime that really kind of helped. And I think our guys now are in a position where they can do that. They're smarter. We can tell them what we want, put more pressure on the ball and off the ball, and getting to help. And so I think they made the jump in the second half, and we hit a run where we made some shots, and that really kind of blew it open.
Off the bench, again, you had a key contributor with Jalen Loving, who had 10 points. And after missing much of the season last year, he almost acted as like your new addition to the team this year without much addition to the rotation. So what has he added as that new addition?
Well, he's got a lot of length, a lot of athleticism. He can really hit the glass from the 3 spot. You know, he not only missed last year, but he also changed positions when going from the 4 spot to the 3 spot. Then got hurt at the beginning of the year with shoulder problems. So it's just been really hard for him to get some continuity, but he's really starting to pick it up. The best thing is he's starting to find his offensive game, and defensively and on the glass, he gives us a whole different dimension. If he's playing well, that second group, that really takes a big jump for us.
5-0 in the CCIW, first time since the 2000-2001 season. How has your team adjusted to having the target on their back this season?
You know, I don't think we have a target on our back. You know, we didn't win the league last year. We were finished third. I think we're just a team trying to win the league and trying to get the respect that a lot of the other teams that have consistently been up there. So I don't consider it a target. I think for us right now, we're just trying to win games and trying to get ourselves a CCIW championship.
Speaking of winning games, you have a couple that you're in tough matchups this week, I'd say. Of course, you really played well against North Park last year. You'll see them here on Wednesday. What's the key to continuing that success against the Vikings?
They've got 2 dynamic players in Jordan Robinson and Juwan Henry. Both of them are averaging 22 a game each. So if you've got 2 guys, you know, you let them get 50, you know, it's going to be hard to win. So we've got to contain them a little bit. I think in the past we've hit them hard on the glass, but they've turned us over. So I think that's going to be kind of a battle of the wills there on Wednesday.
And then Saturday, North Central. Not so necessarily specific how you're going to game plan against them, because I know you're thinking about North Park, but they have a couple of new players in their rotation. How difficult is it to game plan for when you haven't seen these guys in person before?
Well, we've seen a lot of film on them already. They're very talented. They're much more talented than they were last year. Alex Sorensen is he really is a Division I center. I mean, he's playing great, and then Coach Reardon's son is a freshman and great recruit, huh? Get your son to come play. But no, they're really talented, and the other guys they have filling out their lineup are very good players. I think North Central is they're already in the top 25. They cracked it, but I think they're a top 10, 15 team in the league or in the nation, and I think they'll be there at the end, and I think they'll be a tournament team.
And thanks for joining me here, and good luck this week. Get to split home and road this week.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.